Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, so yeah, chandas of power surfaces. We are studying now power surfaces. So at the beginning, I told you, Naya surface at the beginning of Bhāvataddhita. Naya surface, Tat surface, Tana surface are Newta chanda. But if we check in the Padarūpasiddhi, we can see the word with Naya surface and can surface also. Can surface also. They are Newta gender. Tat surface always feminine gender. Okay, so yes, yeah, can surface with under dot, not under
Yes,
dot.
Sayadaw, I will check.
Yeah, near surface also with under dot. Okay? So now let's go to near surface. Yesterday we discussed we studied Pudu Janatana, Viranatana, Chayatana. And then in the grammar books, they say books, they define oh yeah, they define Basaramata, Basarama. Basarama Bhobisamasa. Bhobisamasa. Basi Aramo. Yes, Sadi, Basaramo. Because the word Arama can be, or it can stand alone. Like Aramadidi, Aramo. Aramo. Okay, that's why Basi Aramo. Yes, Sadi, Basaramo. So the one who is delighted in speaking, talking, Basarama. Basarama Sabao, Basarama. Okay. And then Nitayan also, Nitayan Aramo, Aramo Yasari, Nitaramo, also Bobismasa. Nitayan Aramo Yasari, Nitaramo, also one who is delighted in talking. Okay, like talkative person. Okay.
So Sayadaw.
Yes.
But then you define the aramo as the what is that? Aramatiti aramo.
Yeah, Aramadidi Aramo. This should be Nasapis because of Nasapis. Ra has standard name. Odi.
Yes, what I mean is that if we define it that way, then the arama refers to a person.
Also should be yes, okay, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because if it is a person, then Basse aramo yasa. And what does it mean?
Oh, if so, yeah, yes. If so, should be this arama should not be, how to say, should not be Kadusarana.
Right.
Should not be Bhavasarana. Should be Bhavasarana. If so, yes, I want to say. If so, Aramana, Aramo. Or maybe Arami, Tabor, Aramo. Arami, Tabor, Aramo. Arami, Tabor, Aramo. So, Bhavasarana, Tabas should be new agenda. So, Arami, Tabor, Aramo. So, otherwise, how to say, there will be two persons, right? Aramo also one person. Yes, also one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So,
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Sayadaw.
huh?
Yeah,
Hello?
you lost. Yeah, we lost you for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Mm. Okay. So, Pasarama. This we call, do you remember this type of Bodhisamasa? What type of Bodhisamasa?
Pinadikarna.
Yes, Painari Karana Chatti Bodhisamasa. Okay? Painari Karana Chatti Bodhisamasa. Passive, locative, singular, aramo, nominative, singular. That's why they are for Paina, Painari Karana. Yes, sir, genetic is very good. Painari Karana. You look very interested in Pali grammar, Sally.
Because our teachers told us.
Many classes, right? Many classes. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to Neya surface. Neya surface. What is the one point? Jayatana. Okay, yesterday we discussed on this subject. So Jayatana. So the state of Y is a Jati species or species or Kriya action or guna quality. So species is, for example, if we say dog, whenever dogs are, whenever dogs are there, how to say, their features, their style, their behavior, their style are how to say the same. Whether it is high or low or small or thin or whatever, how to say their feature, how to say we get who know what dogs are. Okay, we can know easily. Okay, if it is the state of why, because we cannot know outside. Even how to say you visit for example, you visit a house, so there are maybe several women, so you cannot mostly it's difficult without being told by the people concerned. You may not know who is the wife, or who is a married woman, who is single woman. Sometimes it is difficult. Okay, so that's why I think uh, this word is not species. It's part of the species, right? Uh, so Kiriya action also, uh, we cannot know. In fact, by why the wife she is called wife. Why she is called wife? Because of how to say, why she is called wife? Maybe Jayatana. If I think we need to check what Pali word Jaya. Okay, Jayatana. So in the Pali dictionary, Jaya means husband. Yesterday I see Jayatana. In the case of Jayatana, this word strange. Jayatana, the state of the wife and the state of husband. Maybe like the word spouse. Maybe I think so. What do you think? Like the word spouse. The word spouse includes both husband and wife, right?
Yeah, but then the Jaya is the wife, right, Sayadaw?
No, in one dictionary, husband also.
And it's feminine gender, Sayadaw?
Yeah, but I think that husband should be masculine gender, no? So it become feminine gender is wife.
No, yeah, Jaya, masculine also. If masculine, of course, husband.
Jaya is masculine gender. Where
Yeah.
is that dictionary?
If
Sayadaw?
Jaya is wife. Is how to say, this one is also like spouse, I know. English word spouse also husband or wife.
Well, Sayadaw, so they have the word like Jaya Pati, so husband and wife. So it's Jaya is the wife, Sayadaw.
If so,
Pati
yes,
is the
wife.
husband.
Yeah. In that case, yeah, correct.
So if it's short, of course, you see, like a kinbon, of course, it's a husband, right? But it's long R is wife.
Yeah, long with long wife, wife. So here we make with her Jaya. Sorry, Jaya. Oh, this is the wife. If we say, of course, Jayasa, right? Jayasa Bhāvataddhita, the state of a wife and the state of a husband. You check the dictionary. In Pāļi dictionary, I see like this.
But like a jaya, like a masculine gender, no? So
Yeah.
in Chinese translation, they also translate like a couple.
Couple.
Yes.
Like the word spouse. The word spouse. Because the word Jaya for single husband or wife, we how to say, we see, you know, being used. So the Jaya, for example, Jayapati at the time, Jaya, of course, should be, because of Pati, should be Jayapati, Jaya should be wife. Because of the Vapati. The Vapati always husband. In some case,
I Sayadaw. Okay.
hello?
Hello, Sayadaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't catch what you said in some cases. After
Yeah, in some cases, Jaya, masculine. Jaya, masculine. Because in the dictionary, we see Jaya, masculine also. Okay. So, Cha. So, so how to say, in the compound Jayapati or Jayapati at the time, because of Pati, Jaya must be wife. Pati always means husband.
you
Okay.
see, Sayadaw, in the Bhāvataddhita Atthakatha Volume 2,
Yeah.
page number 140, mention Jaya Tane, Jaya Tane Jaya Bhavi. That means a wife. State of wife.
Yes. Jaya, yeah, it's correct. Chayatani, Charatani. We have, you know, Charatani, Charatani also. So Chayatani, Charatani. Charapa.
So Sayadaw, you mean because of that, then we should take it as the guna?
Sorry?
So you said because it can be a wife or husband, so it means we have to take it as the guna?
Guna also, how to say, is not guna mean for example, okay, the place. For example, Ramani Yagya, for example, Ramani Yagya. Ramaniyasa Bhavo, Ramaniyaka. This refer to maybe Vanam, forest. So the state of how to say Ramaniyasa, the state of the pleasant forest. The state of the pleasant forest. Why the pleasant forest? Because it's being pleasant, right? Because the being pleasant of the forest. So forest has the pleasance, okay, pleasant view or picturesque, etc. So that's why that forest is named, Ramaniya. Okay, so Ramaniyaka also the state of the pleasant forest. Okay, this is just a pleasant. Being pleasant is quality. Okay. It's quality. It's not action, right? It's not action. It's not species. It's not daba. It's not a nama also, name also. So like this. For example, the state of the good, for example, like Klayanakan. The state of the good Klayanakan. Previous example, which word we use for guna, maybe a nilata, okay? Nilata. Nilata, the state of being brown, the state of the brown object, for example. So wine is called nila because it's brownness, right? Because that object has brownness, that means brown color. So that brown color, brownness is guna quality. So the wife, if we say how to say wife, okay, how to say wife should have quality, high quality according to Buddhism. But how to say, we cannot differentiate. We cannot differentiate to distinguish this person is a wife of this person and that person like this. We cannot distinguish when we see a woman, right? But mostly, by action we can see, we can understand this is wife or this another person. I don't know in other culture, American culture, Vietnamese culture, and Chinese culture. I don't know.
Well, but I think, for example, when we say the action, it's like, a cook. So we know that he cooks specifically, or he cooks. So that is the action. But then, for example, we say like the state of a let's say a Buddha. We cannot say that because of the action, because the Buddha has quality of himself. So I think it's similar to the wife and the husband. So they should have that quality. It's not just about the action they're performing.
So here, do you want to translate the state of, for example, Buddha, for example, okay? Buddha, the state of the Buddha.
Yes.
The state of the Buddha, then we may ask how to say why he is called Buddha. So
because he has a lot of qualities, right?
So at the time, how to say, at the time, it is a definition is that's why how to say when I explain these 5 things, I do make vighas of the words concerned. For example, Pachako, okay, Bajadidi Pachako. This is how to say this vigha shows why he is called Pachaka, cook. Okay, so this word, this Bajadi, this his action of cooking is how to say the reason why he is called Pachaka. Okay, Buddha also like that. So Buddha is not species. It's not. I think it is not nama. It is not dapa also. So now we have guna, quality, and kriya. So I think Bhāvataddhita also so what do you think? Qualities or that this Buddha is quality or not? So what we need to careful is if we talk about these things, all these 5 categories, Jati, Guna, Kriya, Tapa, Nama, they are, if they are called, they are Bhava, they are Guna, they are quality, they are Visesana. So that point we should remember. Okay, you see. So here, you see, under Bhava also we have 5 categories because they are Jati, Guna, Kriya, Tapa, Nama, they are Sattva-Bhauti Nibbida. They are the causes for the arising of the world, for the arising of such and such person. Pandita, why he is called Pandita? Okay, so the cook, why he is called the cook? So, okay, so you see, Jati, Guna, Kriya, Tapa, Nama, also Bhava, Guna, Visesana. Okay, all these are Guna qualities. Okay, difference between this Jati, Guna, Kriya, Tapa, Nama, Anda, Tapa, and Anabhava. There are different. They are Bhava Visesana, Tapa Visesya. Okay, like this. So I think the case of Bhāvataddhita also why he is called Buddha? Because Bhujadidi Buddha, right? Bhujadidi Buddha. Buddha Sabhava, Bhāvataddhita. Like I think Pāchaka. So, but his action of knowing, can we know or can we perceive or not? But I think what we know, we see him knowing something or not, his name already, that name Buddha already, appears in the world as Buddha. Okay, so for example, a wife we see, but whether we know she is a wife or not. So, but other people who know she is wife or this and that person, she is known as a wife or this and that person, although we don't know. Right? Okay, this Bhāvataddhita is very interesting also, very deep also, very deep also. It is this is Bhāvataddhita. This is how to say secondary derivative. Although we are studying secondary derivative, is related to primary derivative. You see, in the case of Bhāvataddhita, how to say, is more related to kita, primary derivative. So it was not only this Bhāvataddhita also, other Rita also. And then Samasa also, if we don't understand kita, kita word, very well, we can make, wrong with her, wrong interpretation like I did today, just today. So you need aramo, you see, aramo. How to say? Without consideration, I made with her aramadidi, aramo. Okay, this is totally wrong. Is it, absolutely wrong? Because so there will be 2 person, aramo 1 person, and yes, 1 person, like this. So this is because why we don't pay attention to the definition, to the how to say, to the sarana, to the sarana of arama. So you see, Kida word. Yeah.
But in that Sayadaw, so if you say it that way, then how can we recognize something as the quality or guna?
Quality or guna
Via sadhana.
Yeah, by sarana. Other time we need to check. We need to check, of course.
So,
This
I mean, what
even how
kind
to
of
say.
sadhana?
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
what kind of sadhana then?
Which one? Which one?
What kind of sadhana will signify that a word is the guna?
The word is sadhana.
Because you said that, for example, you know, like the kamma sadhana, then we know that it's an action and so on. So it's the kiriya and so on. Right? So what kind of sadhana in the definition sentence to show us that that is the guna?
Guna. You know, for example, Ramaniya. For example, okay, I will type here. I will, for example, Ramaniya. Okay, Ramaniya. Okay, Ramaniya. This is the root Ram. Okay, so Aniya suffix, right? Aniya suffix. Aniya suffix. Okay, so it depends on, you know, because, you know, Tapa, Aniya, Nayatiya, Rachel. These five suffixes are adjective. They can be used as adjective, a noun, verb. Okay, but how to say, they always refer to something, somebody. So what are we use in a sentence? These words as a noun or as a verb, they are, you know, like a kind of adjective. Okay, for example, how to say, Katapan Karoti, for example. Okay, Puriso Katapan Karoti. Puriso Katapan Karoti, Karani and Karoti. So the man does what should be done. Okay, the man does what should be done. So this what should be done is Karani and Katapan is now in that sentence. Puriso Katapan Karoti, Karani and Karoti. As a noun. But how to say, it's a part to, you know, something. In that sentence we cannot know. According to context, we can know. In that sentence we cannot know because it's not clear. There is no context. But it must refer to something. Okay, it must refer to something. So they are look like, you know, adjective. Okay, here in this case also, for example, so in the because for example, Wana, okay, forest. So if so, forest, forest. At the time we need to check. There are, how to say, stages. There are some steps to make wake up, to make correct wake up. There are some steps. Okay, there are some steps. I think if I explain, maybe you may be
So, you know,
confused.
it
Or
looks like we need to study that book, that little book with you.
Yes, sorry.
Good idea.
We need to study that.
The book I caught it from you as well.
How to make Wikaha sentences, so, you know.
How does
And
it?
we needed to learn that book. Small book.
Yeah. No. In that small book, these things are not discussed. Because in other books, how to say, other book, Taddhitakaṇḍa. Taddhitakaṇḍa, he systematically shows, you know, the steps. The steps, you know, to make, to make Vika, the step. Okay, so okay, anyway, now this later I will to say okay, now Ramaniya refers to Vana forest. Okay, Vana forest. So let me, the forest, that is how to say, that is pleasant, or that is pleasant. Okay, the forest that is pleasant. That should be, what to say, and that should be like delighted, or that should be what to say, delighting, or that is delighting. Okay. So this so out of 7 saranas, so this the Varamaniya through Ram and Aniyasaphi mostly Bhava Sarana and Kama Sarana together with root Ram. So if we consider these things jointly, how to say, they're apart now or not. So it should be, I think, Kama Sarana. Okay, Kama Sarana. This Ramaniya directly modifies Varna forest. So Kama Sarana. If so, I think the Ramitava. Okay, firstly, go. What is that? With Akada, Ramiyati. Okay, Ramiyati. Ramiyati ti Ramaniya. Ramiyati ti Ramaniya. Ramaniya. Or Rami. I cannot type one. Oh yes. Ramaniya, Rami Tavan, Rami Tavanti, Ramaniya, Rami Tavani, Ramaniya, forest, Nida Chanda. Okay, here. Okay, why this Ramiyati? So what is how to say, enjoying, what is pleasant? What is pleasant? Because so this and there's no Sarana. No because the forest has no quality, no power of, how to say, delighting, no power of delighting or liking. Okay, so if this forest is has the quality of being pleasant, being liked, like being pleased with, so that's why it should be Kama Sarana. Okay, Kama Sarana. So okay, why this forest is called Vana? Absolutely no Vana. Why this forest is called Ramaniya? Because so it's being pleasant, right? It's being pleasant. So this being pleasant is the quality that the forest has. Okay, so this
so Sayadaw, you said it is the Kama Sadhana?
Yes, Kama Sarana.
Ramitapanti Raminiya.
Yeah, should be Kama Sarana. No Bhava Sarana. So if Bhava Sarana, it cannot modify, how to say, forest, right? You cannot modify forest. So it will be only action. Karuna Sarana also not possible. Karuna Sarana, mostly Aparana Sarana and Samarana Sarana are very rare. Aparana Sarana and Samarana Sarana are very rare. Maybe Adhikarana Sarana also possible. So if Adhikarana Sarana, okay, also possible. because this is place. Mostly place and time, mostly Adhikarana Sarana also possible. Okay, so if so, it Adhikarana Sarana Ramandi Ithati Ramandi Ithati Ramaniya. Okay, Ramaniya. Ramaniya. So, but in how to say in Bhāvataddhita, you will see mostly Kama Sarana and Bhava Sarana or Niya Service. But how to say that was the issue in one sutta, Karana Sarana and Vigrana Sarana also possible. In fact, Niya Service can be other Sarana also, or Sarana also. But mostly the commonest Saranas are Kama Sarana, Bhava Sarana. After that, secondly, Karana Sarana and Vigrana Sarana. So here should be Karana Sarana, sorry, Rikarana Sarana also possible because it is place, right? When for this. So okay, if so, Ramandi. Okay, Ramandi. So that means Ramandi means are delighted or are pleased. So who are pleased? People, of course. So the people who come to the forest are delighted and pleased with the forest. So that's why Rikarana Sarana also possible. I think Kama Sarana also possible. Kama Sarana also possible. And these two Saranas are the most possible Saranas out of 7 Saranas. Okay, out of 7 Saranas. So anyway, how to say here? This is how to say. Okay, Ramandi, Ithati, Ramaniya, Adhikarana Sarana, Ramaniya, Adhikarana Sarana. So this has surely this forest has the quality of making people being delighted, right? Making people delighted. But this is its quality, right? This is its quality. But it has although it has no power. It is inanimate. It is a non-living thing. Or how to say, figuratively, we can say it has the quality, right? The quality.
Well, and then Sayadaw, if that's the case, and we can say that, for example, a wife, I mean, according to the maybe the culture of India at the time, then she might be, a good helper of the person of the husband. So that is her quality.
Yes, Sayadaw. According to
Yeah, how to say?
I always consider it Guna.
Yeah, Singalawara is correct. I know. But no, this how to say is related to definition of words. Definition of word. Okay. Definition of word. Okay. So here, if we check the definition of the word Jaya, which is wife, which means wife. Jayati Poto Jayati Jaya. Okay. Jayati Poto Yayati Jaya. That means this is the woman by whom the son is born. By whom the son is born is called Jaya. Okay. So in this case, Jayati look like passive because Poto. Or maybe active voice. By whom? Anyway, Jayati, whether it is active or passive. In fact, the root gen is intransitive. It should be active voice. So put the subject. So the son is born. Anyway, we have to translate Jayati, although it is active voice, as passive. right? Jayati. So the son is born because of this and that woman. So that woman is called wife. So this is the reason why the word Jaya arises. Because of whom the son arises, is born. So if so, Jayatana, the state of a wife, the state of a wife means the state of a person by whom the son is born. Okay, anyway, okay, whether we know she is a wife or not, for people who know her, we call her, wife, right? The wife of this and that man. Okay,
Yeah,
according
and
to
that is
that,
that is
according
and
to that definition, no qualities, no five qualities, no five qualities.
so
So
you know,
if so, it's hard to
but
say. Yeah,
I
yeah.
see it very similar to the Ramitapanti Raminiyang, right? This is Kama Sarana, but that's the quality.
Yes, okay, how to say this? I'm not sure about that quality, your idea. But I'm prepared action, like I said yesterday, because even how to say a man, how to say Buddhist scholar me in Myanmar, Sayadaw, okay, Sayadawjis, they have also different view. In the case of determining which category, which Sadabadi nimitta is possible of about a word like this. Okay. Yeah, that's why we cannot say like 100% sure, surely. Yeah. For me, how to say I prefer Asian is the most possible Sadabadi nimitta for this
I prefer Guna.
But then
yes,
it's according to the definition. Then it's not Kama Sarana, right? It is Karana Sarana, right?
Jaya, yes, Jaya
Yes.
is Karana Sarana, yes.
Yes. Okay, Karana.
Karana Sarana. Jayadi Buddha, Jayadi Jaya. Okay, let's.
Okay.
So I will delete this. Let's go to Jayatana. Yes. Where is? Okay, here. Yes. So Jaya, feminine. Jayati Buddha. Yati Jaya. That means wife. Okay. The woman by whom the son is born. There are how to say other definitions also like Jayatiti Jaya. Jayatiti Jaya. Ji Jayi. I mean maybe Jayatiti Jaya also interesting. Jayatiti Jaya. This is according to Abhidhamma Dipika supplementary. Jayatiti Jaya. Ji Jayi. Okay, you can guess the meaning, right? Jayatiti Jaya. That will be the person who wins or who conquers. So or who is the person who is conquered? Maybe husband, right? Yes.
Indian culture is impossible, no?
According to that definition. And the, another definition is Janididi Jaya. Janididi Jaya also maybe she causes the son. That means she gave birth to the son, to a son. Or maybe she causes her husband to do this and that. Maybe she asks her husband. So according to that one also, it's also in the possible, also meaningful in the Nohari Mokala.
Maybe like we say the Jaya did that one, the root is G. So maybe I think it's probably according to the story, the Visakha and her father-in-law, because she conquered. It looks like she conquered her father-in-law in that sense. Right?
Jaya. Well, Jaya. Jaya masculine. I think it is less possible. I think so. Okay. Anyway, Jayatana, wife is better. Wife is better. There are many sources, separate books where the word Jaya is defined. Okay. So okay. So let's go to Niya Sapis. Sujesa Bhavo Sojiya. Okay. So Niya Sapis, the word with Niya Sapis in Taddhita, Bhāvataddhita also new agenda. Like Niyata Dana. Sujesa Bhavo Sojiya. Maybe Sujesa refer to something or someone who is pure, who is clean, So Sojiya, Sujesa Bhavo Sojiya. Suji plus Ni Yasapis. So this is about Soji. How can we translate? Soji, the state of clean or pure person, pure man. Or maybe something. Okay, in the next year, it says the state of the clean person, or pure person. Sujisa Bhavo Soji. So without how to say, like saying clean, pure person, you can translate purity, right? Purity, purity, or purity or purification, purification, maybe cleanness. So this is what do you think? Okay, Soji, yeah.
Of course, it is the quality, so
Yes,
it is the guna.
quality. Guna. Not action. Okay, not action, not jadi, not taba, and not nava. Only quality, guna. Okay, Aribadiya, this word. Soji, okay, what formation? What formation? Easy, right? Who change to all, this is called OD. And then so G and near surface, not surface, not consonant stop. Okay, easy. So G and be careful, neutral center. Adipati, Adipati, near surface. Adipati is masculine. Adipati is a vowel. Adipati. So here also the state of Adipati, the state of also like a chief person or right, the state of a chief person or the state of Lord. So things also can be modified. A chief or a chief person or the state of Lord, right? So that means lordship also. Lordship, lordship or leadership, and this. So leadership. So this, what do you think? Jati or Guna, Kriya, Davanama, which one?
Well, I guess you would say that is the Kariya.
Kriya.
But I would say it's still the Guna.
Yes, I
Yes,
prefer
yes, yes, yes. So what I mean is how to say, so sometimes how to say like maybe two or not only one, two are like possible like this.
So, you know, but what is the formation of that word? It's very strange.
Adipati, not strange.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the T, how can T change into Ba? The Ta change into Ba.
No spelling mistake. Adipati.
That's why I was thinking.
Spelling mistake.
I was like, how?
Yeah, like this sometimes. Okay. So not so difficult, only OD. Okay. Adipati. Adipati Savao, Adipati. Adipati. So this also, why he is called, someone is called Adipati? I think quality, guna also. Not Chadi, not Dava, not Nama. The guna and the Kriya, you know, they are, that means strong, right? They are, I think, mostly possible for many words. I also think guna. As guna. Quality. So the next one, kawi. Kawi is a vowel, kawi. Kawi means like poet, right? Kawi means poet. Kawi, the state of a poet. The state of a poet means poetry. So they translate poetry. The state translate poetry. The making of poems. Poetry. Making of poems. Making of poems. became not poor. So what do you think? This word jati or guna or kriya or dava?
Well, so it's the
Like area.
Kriya. Right then. Yes, kriya is possible. Guna also possible, right? Guna also possible. Not dava, not nama, not jati. You see? Not jati, not guna. So because he has, the ability of writing poems. He's called the Swine Kawi. Then he has the knowledge of writing poems. Kriya and Guna. I think Kriya and Guna are possible. Yeah, Guna are possible. And Bhāvataddhita is the Bhāvataddhita. The Bhāvataddhita. It says the knowledge. So the knowledge by which he can write poems. So this, if he says so, how to say? That knowledge is jati or guna or kriya or dava or dhamma. What do you think?
then it should be
Species,
guna then, right?
guna, I think so.
Yeah.
Guna. That's why guna and kriya, no? They are possible. Common. Okay. Kuisava or kawi. Here also bodhi changes to bodhi. And the next one, Tina Sava, Tia. So Tina mi Jora, a thief. Sava, Tia, on the translate. The state of a thief. A thief. That means theft, right? Theft. Theft. So this is what do you think? Jati or guna or dhamma or kriya? Nama?
Area.
Kriya. Yes, I also think. No jati. So yeah, jati and guna kriya are different. The different species, we have to say species is wider than, you see, for example, wife, okay? So there are many women because all women are not wives. That's why should not be species, right? For example, if we say dog, is the word dog, covers, includes all dogs. How to say, it's concerned with all dogs in the world. If we say the word dog, right? If we say the word man, it is related to all men in the world. Okay, whether he's soldier or husband or man or like this. Okay, like this. So that's why species is wider. It's in English we call commoner, right? Commoner. Because the wife is, how to say, like a part of species. Wife is part of species. That'll be a woman. Okay. So woman also a type of human being. It is also part of still part of human being. It also how to say, narrower, or it's not wise as it's not wise as human beings, species, jati. Okay, like this. So wife is that's why it should not be jati. Here also, for example, that thief. Thief, how to say, in the word, if we say thief in English, yes, it's okay. In English, thief is related to all the thief in the world, but it's part of human being. Part of human being, because all people are not thieves. Okay, all people are not thieves, and that's why in such cases, such word like thief, wife, tena, chora should not be jadi. Should not be jadi. Okay, because we cannot identify easily. Cannot identify easily. So tenas are bhavatiya. So it should be. It says how to say the Bhāvataddhita. So the mind, because of which someone steals. So means then how to say, like stealing mind, we can say, I think so. A stealing mind, that means the mind because of which someone steals something. Yes, in fact, how to say, in our tradition, we have nyaya, we call in Myanmar nyakta, nyaya or naya. So if we know these things, how to say, we will be able to interpret words, phrases, and sentences correctly. Our interpretation, how to say, maybe mostly correct if we understand this nyaya. So in the Dhammacakka level, this subject nyaya is prescribed. Pāļi. At the end of this Taddhitaka chapter, I like to introduce you to this nyaya. To this nyaya.
Yes.
What does mean nyaya? The method?
Yeah, we can say nyaya mean like method. This is the method.
But nyaya we also can method.
But this method is how to say differ. This method differs from putting methods. Okay, differs from putting methods. So this method is related to only words, single word. We is concerned with like akhyata word, samasa word, akhyata word, taddhita word, and nikita word. Like this, and abhyaya word also, upasaka, nibbada also. Commonly, samasa nyaya, taddhita nyaya, akhyata nyaya, and nikita nyaya. Okay, these four are important to understand. To be able to make, how to say, correct interpretation. So such things, how to say, are difficult. Such things are difficult. They are profound. Like patthana is sometimes related to patthana, like this also, but very profound also. Niti is look like niti also. So according to our tradition, according to Abhidhamma, in this everything is related to Paramattha. Everything is related to Paramattha. Okay. related to Brahmata. There is nothing, that is free from, that is out of Brahmata. Yeah, according to Buddhist Dhamma. Right. So that's why we how to say we interpret like this in the Dhammajiya level. Kenta Salini, we can say nature. This patana akka. That means understanding the essence of a word is prescribed. It's called patana akka. Like this. Okay, so these things, Nyaya, I would like to introduce to you at the end of this Taddhitaka chapter. And then the words and the eka also, I like to explain to you. Okay, now today let me start at 10 o'clock. Okay, now Tinasavavati also, according to the Bhāvataddhita, it's just the mind. TME, the mind, by which, because of which the person steals something. So this also, I think, like action. Okay, the kriya.
But because of the mind,
Yes, abitamically, how to say, because of the mind, he wants to steal. Okay,
well,
he
it
steals.
looks to me that then it becomes dabba then. Right? Because you refer to the person that had that kind of mind, and that kind of mind is dabba.
Yes, these things, how to say, to understand these things, how to say, nyaya is, really necessary. Nyaya is really necessary. So according to, Pāḷi grammarian, in the post-it analysis of Pāļi grammar, how to say, all words are related to, upachara, figurative speech, according to that idea. Yeah. So okay, now so why he is called thief? Why is he called thief? Okay, roughly we see because of his action, right? His action of stealing other people's property. So other people's property, but this, how to say, this action, why he makes, because of his desire to steal. So sometimes, how to say, we take other people's property without this person knowing. That means we take, but without intention to steal. Without intention to steal. Because maybe that person is familiar to us. Okay, so that's why we take without him, knowing. At the time, we have no mind, no stealing mind, right? So, okay, Tina. So, that means, how to say, Tina, me, Tia, me, steal me, how to say, is So that we need to know, adhinadana, for example, adhina, adhana. When we take in what is not given, what is not given. Taking what is not given, it's like, like I said, sometimes we taste, what is not given by our friends, our family, etc. Other time is not adhinadana. Because, we have no desire to steal. So if such, if someone, our friend, our family is not angry if we take this and that thing, it's called not adhinadana. It's at the time we do not commit that adhinadana, kama, adhinadana, stealing action, theft, because it's called how to say, I have called Pāḷi word, because of I have called Pāļi word. Okay, because of familiarity. Because of familiarity. Okay, other times he does not commit theft. Okay, but if we say steal or thief, he has, the desire to steal. So only he has that desire to steal. Is called tena, actually. It's tena and chora. Otherwise not. So that's why the real thief be the mind. The real thief be because of the stealing mind. The desire to steal. Okay. So like this, that's why action only is a not. If so, so like you said, dhamma or not, because it's the mind, right?
Yes,
So,
because just like a person who has a stick, right? So here we said he has that mind. So it is like dapa.
Dhamma, how about the jali? What do you think? Jadi or guna, viya or dhamma or nama? It's not nama. It's not
I
jadi.
think about the dapa because when we say dapa, it's something like because the mind is not like a thing, right? It's not like a table or something that's solid thing.
You mean mind is not material, right?
Yeah.
So
that's why I think it's still like a kiriya.
Yes. So because it is mind is not action. Okay, I will ask you. Mind is not action, right? So what? Mind is not action. So how will you explain? Why you have to say why you prefer kriya?
I feel forget means that man with that type of mind, he steals other things. So I refer to that point, the stealing that moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Sayadaw say, mind is if not action. It looks like, deva. I think
Yeah.
in this case, I think like I think Palupachara. It's like Palupachara. Because we see only his action of stealing, okay? But actually it should be, this stealing is pala. Why he steals? Because of his stealing mind, right? So what we see is his action of stealing other people's property. This is pala. So its cause is the mind, stealing mind. This is karana. So that's why Tayan should be, like Palupachara. Figuratively, also we say, action, it should be the mind. That is Palupachara. Mind is karana, cause. So that mind causes him to steal other people's property. So, so that's why, these things, how to say, we need to know, you see, yeah. Okay. Should be.
Sorry, Sayadaw. That means according to your idea, this is Tapa.
Dabba. Yes, this is how to say because what other this was related to a definition. Okay, Tena. Why it is called Tena? Why is called Tena? Because he steals. So stealing is not Dabba, right? His action of stealing is not Dabba, right? But this is Kriya action. But this Kriya, how to say, is not possible without the stealing mind. The stealing mind, figuratively. Because of these things, sometimes we taste, what is not given by our friends. It's not Tina, it's not that. Right?
So okay. So that means the Tapa we can refer both Nama and Rupa, right?
Dabba, yes, like this. Just like this.
I thought the Tapa is only refers to Rupa, not Nama.
Yes. According to the 5 categories at the beginning of our data, we have under Bhava, so we have 5 categories, Jariguna Kriya Dabba, Nama, and Dabba also we have Jariguna Kriya Nama Dabba. Okay. So under Dabba, 5 categories are Wisese. They are modified now. They are modified, how to say, they are the modified. So under Bhava, 5 categories, they are the modifiers. Modifiers, which is not. Okay, so very interesting, very deep also. So if we discuss, if we try to understand this, then our interpretation will be, how to say, mostly correct. How to say, our understanding level also, how to say, will improve a lot if we read. If not only Pāḷi text, but also other things also, because these Nyaya methods are related to like literature or literature. Okay. Every day we are using without knowing, and we unknowingly we are using these things. For example, this school is very strict. This university very strict. Okay. Outwardly, we see how to say university. We use the word university. So university, in fact, has no power, to make it strict, right? So only the people who live in this university, this entire university, make create strict rules like this. This is Taddhitakaṇḍa, figurative speech. Every day we are sometimes knowingly or sometimes mostly unknowingly we are using. Other time, if we don't know these things, in how to say misinterpretation problem, rise. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, right now. Okay, let's go to now Neya surface. Okay, Neya surface, Yuda Chanda, Sojian, Adipadiyan, Kawiyan, and Tiyan. Oh, Tiyan here, Tiyan, what formation? I need to explain. In the Bhāvataddhita here, Mahavudina. Mahavudini by the big soda, by a big soda, Nagarasa logo. So na letter is, na consonant is dropped. And this should be, this would be, I think, this would be 370. 370 soda. 370. Yes. 300 down. Now it's dropped. It's like, for example, T na. Okay, T na. T na. Yeah. That's about T. T na. Power T. Agarasa logo. T na. Yeah. Okay. So T na. Na letter. That means the whole syllable now is dropped. Okay? Now is dropped. So we have T like this. T. Of course, near surface. So yeah. Pāḷi 370 and near surface, I think 369. Now consonant Anubandha is dropped. That's about T. So any question thus far? No question, right? Easy. Well, let's go to Nyata Tadi. Nyata Tadi Yoga Vipagina Kamani. Yoga Vipagina Kamani Sakatija Neyadayo. Kamani Sakatija Neyadayo. This means, okay, now, genitive, because Bhāvataddhita, genitive, and near surface. Now we begin near surface, touch surface, AM, near surface, touch surface, touch surface, and touch surface, yes. Sakati, and then, yes, touch surface, yes, only this. Near surface, near surface, near surface, touch surface, only near surface, touch surface. So, so in the sense of what? In the sense of Kama. In the sense of Sakata. Sakata. In the sense of Sakata. So yeah, Niyata yoga. Yeah, yes.
It should be 3 suffixes, right? Nayatata.
Niyata yoga. That's a space. That's a
Naya, ta, and
in
ta,
fact, you know,
right?
in fact, how to say possible, ta and ta are, they are like, according, it depends on, you know, the choice of the speaker and the writer. Yeah. Oh, yes.
No,
Yeah.
because here also you have only Naya and ta, but not ta.
Yes. Yeah, and ta also, double ta also possible. Because now when I check the example in the Bhāvataddhita, so in the 2 paragraphs, so I don't see a double ta surface. Anyway, possible. Okay, although we don't see, because ta surface and ta surface, it depends on the speaker. We can use a surface and ta surface. And then how to say we have the split soda also, the split part of the soda also, we have niyatata, right? As he says. So niyatata yoga vipagina by the splitting, by the split of the niyatata, by the division of the soda, niyatata, by the niyatata, the division of the soda. In the sense of karma, in the sense of sakata, you can use nyasapit. Okay, nyasapit. Okay. And then let's go to Virana Bhavo Viriya. Virana Kama Viriya. Virana Bhavo Kama Virana. So here, what do you think? Okay, we have the vacha here. The vacha. We have the vacha. So this the vacha mean what?
Well, it connects to words kamani and sakate, right, Sayadaw? So which means the naya anayadayo is in the sense of kama and in the sense of sakata.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Kamani.
I think, yes.
No, that's what I mean. So it's like kamani ja sakate ja, but here only one ja.
You mean like this? Yes.
Yes.
We
Yeah, we can put the one
ja.
ja there. We can put the one ja there. Yes, I noticed because in Sanskrit we also do the same. We can like Kamani Sakateja, so we understood Kamani and Sakate. But we also can put the Kamanija Sakateja.
Yes.
Also can.
Yes. Yes. So what I mean is how to say this vacha to say refers back to bhava also. Okay, bhava. But we are studying on bhava, that's why. Then apart from bhava, nyasapis, tasapit can be used, in these senses also, kama and saka. Because here we have virana bhava viriya, bhavattadhita. Okay, virana bhava bhavattadhita. So like this, here savachasata bhava here also, paripatyasa bhava paripatyasa. Okay. Satasa bhava sati and satasa kama sati. So this ja not only how to say mutually refers to kama and saka, but also refers to indicate bhava sense also. We are virana bhava vidya, etc. Okay, this is what I understand.
Sayadaw.
Yes.
But then in this example, I don't see any sakata taddhita.
Okay, sakata taddhita here.
Oh, okay, it's down here. Okay, sorry. Okay, because in that paragraph, I don't see any example.
Yeah. So, do you have Bhāvataddhita material book?
Yes, yeah.
How about Dr. Ryan?
No, I don't have anything here with me. Everything is just.
But he has file.
Yeah, but right now I'm
Fine.
just looking at the screen you're sharing. So. Yeah.
If I have to say, Bhāvataddhita is very, very useful book, very good book. So you should print, you should buy, make a book like this. Very good book. So somehow to say in computer, iPad, we cannot. It's difficult sometimes, literally, to go to the pages to go, how to say, to know, easily in the computer, etc., rather than in the books, in the real book. Yes, and difficult to know, to take note also. Because this should be, like manual book, Bhāvataddhita manual book. Whenever you are concerned with, the Pāļi. Okay, this is my suggestion. Okay, here. Virana Bhava, Virana Kama Viriya. Okay, Viriya Bhāvataddhita. Viriya Bhāvataddhita. Bhāvataddhita. So Virana Bhava Viriya. Vira plus Nesapis. Nesapis, Virana Kama Viriya. Bhava Viriya. The state of a brave, courageous man. And then the walk of, I think at the same time, the state of walk of a brave person. Oh, Virana. People should be plural. The brave, okay, plural. The brave, the courageous. Okay. And then abstract noun should be Viriya, effort, right? Effort. Viriya, Virana Bhava, Viriya. Right? So why it is called Viriya, Vira? Why is called Vira? Because of his effort, because of his bravery, and because of his courage, right? This is quality or guna or jadi or dava or nama. Quality.
Yeah, that is a quality for sure.
Quality.
Yes.
Definitely.
But then it's also, so we all,
right?
Yeah.
Disputedly. Disputedly.
So, we have another reading, right? We have also Viriya with a short E. Then how should we explain that? So,
Viriya.
Yes.
Where?
No, I mean, when we look into the dictionary, we know that there are two readings. It can be Viriya or Viriya.
Oh, Viriya also. Viriya. Yes, I never know this. So this is how to say, like, synonym. Rasadikati Viriya. Nidhi Soda. The Soda Nidhi. Soda Nidhi Soda Mala. 762, according to the dictionary. So Rasadikati. If it is shortened, if R is shortened, we have Viriya. Yes.
So Sayadaw.
It's a Viriya vowel. But this is different.
Sayadaw.
There's different. We have to say a word, can have, several or maybe many definitions, from how to say different point of view, by different, grammar areas. Like this.
Hello,
Okay,
Sayadaw.
yes.
Okay, so in a short short E, the Viriya part in the following they have the Sakata Pitake. What means Sakata Pitake? Pitaka, sorry. Sakata Pitaka.
Yes, Sakata Pitaka means Sanskrit Pitaka.
Sanskrit Pitaka.
Yes. Sanskrit Pitaka means maybe, you know, maybe Chinese Pitaka, maybe Bhutan, maybe Tibetan. I think
That
so.
means they are reading is short E.
Shall read. I think so. Viriya. Yes. Okay. So yeah, we read Niya according to that Saraniti Sudamala, Niya surface. If so, that Viriya is not Niya
But the
surface.
formation should be the same, right? So, you know, it's just that after that, the E is shortened, right?
So this also I think maybe Taddhitakaṇḍa in the Saraniti Sudamala, because Niya surface in the Padarūpasiddhi we have Niya surface. We have Niya surface. E is inserted. E is inserted here also. So in the Saraniti Sudamala, without saying, you know, Niya surface, he directly insert, you know, E power. That's why that's Niya surface. Okay. So next word.
Sayadaw, sorry.
Yes.
So here we also needed to insert the E, right?
Yes. By 370 sutta, he is inserted. By what permission? So Vira, na is dropped. E is inserted, and because the ER is dropped, Sasri Loka. Okay. Viriya. Yeah, 369. Okay, let's go to Paripatasa Kaman Paripatiyan. This was interesting. Paripatasa Bhavo, Paripatasa Kaman Paripatiyan. Paripata. So what is Paripata? What is Paripata? In the Visuddhimagga, this word interesting. Kula dharake dhati viya. Kula dharake dhati viya. Kula dharake dhati viya. Paribadi. Paribadati, sorry. Paribadati with underdot. The first step with underdot. Paribadati. Paribadati. Dari didi. Dari didi. Dari didi at all. Dharititi atto Pāripaddhita Pāripaddhati Yohi Kula Dharati. Yohi Kula Dharati Dhati Viya Paripaddhati Dharititi atto. So he's explaining Paripaddhata Dharititi atto Dharititi atto. The other are the same. Suriya volume 1.
See, Angena, right?
Huh?
Angenawa, Kandenawa,
Oh,
Paripaddhati,
yes.
Dharititi atto.
Yes, I forgot that too. Yes. Oh, yes. Ankenawa, Adiviya, Ankenawa. Yes,
Kandenawa.
yes. Ankenawa, Kandenawa, Paripaddhati, Dharititi atto. That means how to say someone Dhariti carries, Paripaddhati carries, or maybe lips, you know, Hula Dharake, the children, the boys of, you know,
Una, yes.
the boys of a family, the children of a family, Hula Dharake. Like, you know, like the, how to say,
Foster mother.
sitter, huh? Babysitter.
Foster mother.
The daddy mean babysitter, like a babysitter,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
like babysitter. Babysitter. Daddy like the babysitter. Okay, like the babysitter. Angina on his or her shoulder. Angina. No. Angina mean how to say torso. Angina me torso.
Ah, sorry, what is that, Sayadaw?
Angina me torso. Torso.
The torso? Why is it torso? Sayadaw?
Chest.
Angka. That is angka with the ang. The
Huh?
angka.
And how to say shoulder also possible. Yes. Shoulder. Angina maybe
Well,
shoulder.
kanda is the shoulder, right?
Kanda is body.
Kanda is the
Well,
body.
so I think the Kanda here refers to the shoulder.
Kanda is shoulder. So in the dictionary, in my dictionary, Anga also shoulder. Anga maybe chest also possible. Maybe waist. Waist also possible. Waist.
Yes, it's the waist. It's the hips.
Waist. Yes. Waist. Waist. So kanda is shoulder, right?
Yes, you know. So it's the angka is like the hips.
Hip.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the neck. You see, when we sit, we put the baby
Yes.
on our leg, right? In that part. We tie.
Like with, right? We put the chair, we put the child and on our left waist or right waist, right?
Yeah, we would call it
sometimes how
hip.
to say, sometimes we carry it in our arm or in front of like near our chest, anka, maybe, you know, in the dictionary, shoulder also shoulder and chest, like this. Yeah. Anyway, okay, like this. So put in there, you know, on these things again, by okay shoulder or okay on shoulder or on waist. So he carries. So that person is called pribada. Okay, pribada. That person is called pribada. The pribadasa kama paribadiya. Pribadasa kama paribadiya. Pribadasa kama paribadiya. Paribada with another dot. Paribadiya. Paribadiya, near surface firstly. Okay. Paribadiya, near surface. Paribadiya, near surface. So, that means one paripada means one who carries the children of a family on his or waist or shoulder is called paripada. So paripada sakama paripadiya. In this step, how to translate? A walk or the act of oh my. What is happening? Maybe this. Oh yeah. So the adult carrying Dharaka wines of the family, on his or waist or waist, shoulder. And hello, hello, hello.
Yes,
Sayadaw.
Sayadaw, we hear Sayadaw.
Yes. Okay, now Paripatiyami, the act of carrying voice. Okay, that is Paripatiya. So Paripatiya, we have Bodhi. Pa. Right? Paripatiya, we have Bodhi. Paripata. In Taddhitakaṇḍa, we need to always remember, Bodhi. Bodhi. Not remembering, Bodhis causes, confusion in us.
Sayadaw.
Okay. Otherwise, how to say, we would think maybe like pa or this long vowels or like holy vowels are original. We may think at the time our interpretation might be wrong. Okay, what is your question, Sally?
I mean, in the Taddhitakaṇḍa this part, sometimes we have Udi, sometimes we don't have Udi. So
Yeah.
how can we know which condition we need to add Udi, which condition without the Udi?
Yeah, this
Because like here, like Vira Nang Bawo, you said the origin is Vira plus Nya suffix, right?
yes,
In this case, we don't have Udi here. The
we don't have
origin is
Udi.
yeah. But in the following case, we have Udi.
Yes, that's why it's general. You see, in Myanmar language we have like Tarahuga Yemoya. For me, grammar is general. Grammar is general.
Oh well, if
Tell
like
me,
that,
we can violate, the rules. We can violate the rule.
so if like that, can we see like a Vira, the short E? So actually, originally should be Vira, the short E, Vira plus near suffix. So there's no Udi happens.
Yes. Yes. So that's why at the time, according to cont'ed, according to what we see in the Tipitaka, the grammarians, they create rules. They set rules. Anyway, grammar is not always. It's not. They also sometimes there are exceptions. Many exceptions. Okay. Now, Paripatiyasa Bhavo.
So Sayadaw,
Yes.
I just want to remind you said that you want to leave at 10, right?
Huh?
You said you want to leave at 10, stop at 10.
Oh,
It's already
yes,
10.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is say
Thank you. Now, over 4 minutes. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sadhu.
Go ahead, sadhu. Thank you so much,
Sadhu.
Sayadaw.
Thank you so much.
See you tomorrow, Sayadaw.
Yes.
Yes.